Sent on a digital camera course, and as part of her course, Barbara went on a field trip at night time, in the dead of night, in Dublin City to capture the beauty of the city. Let's see how she got on.
Okay, 7:30 on a Wednesday night. I'm not sitting at home watching Corrie. I'm being really good, and I'm going and doing my homework for my class. Here I am with my new tripod. We're going to go. Dave's bringing some of us around Dublin, and we're going to shoot Dublin by night.
But last week we showed on paper how to take photographs at night time. We discussed all the techniques, tripods, camera shake, all of that. And now what we're doing this week is that we're actually putting that into practice. The locations that we've chosen basically are just locations that were within a walking distance of the city centre. So we've got Christchurch, we've got City Hall, which looks really well at night now that it's been cleaned up. We're here in Dublin Castle, and most people don't even get a chance to come into Dublin Castle. Never mind at night time when it's lit up like it is now, and it looks absolutely spectacular. The great thing about night shots is that it's one of the few areas of photography where you can just point a camera, take a shot, and it works. And the reason it works is that we've got these lovely old buildings which are being floodlit now, and they look so well at night. As long as we keep some fundamentals in mind. Number one, you cannot handhold the camera when the light is low like this. You must have a tripod. But if you have a tripod, then suddenly you can actually have a postcard quality shot.
This is really proving so interesting. I mean, I never saw so many interesting shapes in Dublin Castle. The last time I was there, I was reporting on what Mary McAleese was wearing at her inauguration. I'm looking at the place with completely different eyes, me and my little camera.
A couple more weeks at the end of the lessons. I think Barbara's going to be at a stage where she will keep the camera with her, that she will be able to use it in an awful lot of the situations that she previously might have said, I won't bother because the camera's not capable, I won't get very good shots in this. Now she's beginning to see that while there are restrictions on the camera, as long as you understand what they are, then you can work with them and maybe even try to prevent them.
Well, that's me. I'm finished for the night. Who would have thought that photographing illuminated buildings was so interesting? A funny feeling when I go to Paris next weekend. I won't be going shopping. I'll be photographing the monuments.
That'll be a new one for you.
Not going to the shop.
I have to say, I love the huge tripod and the tiny little camera.
Well, that night we went out, it was really windy, and my tripod collapsed. So I had to borrow one from a colleague at the Indo, and it was a really heavy one, so that's why, you know,
that's large.
It looks so ridiculous. The tiny camera and the huge tripod.
But you're having a ball. Well, you've brought in a few photographs that you've taken, so we can have a look at. Are these ones you took that night?
Yeah, they're ones that we took the night we went out on the night shoot. We were in around Dublin Castle, and this is one.
Wow.
Yeah, this is opposite the Olympia Theatre, beside City Hall.
Is this the one you call Lights Under City Hall?
Yeah, and there was a park there, and they removed it, and they built a rather controversial building, a very modern building, but beside it they've put these sort of, it's a piece of sculpture, but you call it sit in these. And last week for the festival, I think they had a camera show. They projected images up on the side of the wall, and as I was making my way from the castle down to Parliament Street, I just stopped and I thought, this looks interesting.
They're beautiful.
Yeah,
they're beautiful. The next one you have is Bus on Street. Do you find, just as it's coming up there, do you find you're getting more visual? You're starting to see everything around you in a new light?
I mean, I was doing an interview.
Wow.
Yeah. Now this was interesting because I was trying to do something with my camera is, I have to say, very basic, and because there were an awful lot of lights around, I was down on my hands and knees, and that's when I decided I'd take it at an angle.
Yeah.
So I counted in 2 buses from either side, and I thought, this is great, and I had a 10-second delay on the camera, and the 2 buses vanished out of sight, and I was beginning to curse, and then out of nowhere this bus just came and streaked right past me, and I was thrilled with the result.
So it's part patience and part luck, and then part just...
Yeah, and I was counting down these buses and they just...
Fair play to you. You're obviously loving it.
I love it. I mean, I stopped the whole time to take photographs, and last week I was interviewing Diarmuid Gavin, and he was at the same thing with his camera. Like when you see interesting shapes, you just want to go and record them.
You want to do it.
And now I'm in and out of the camera shop with my little disc, and I'm printing up images. And
do you recommend anybody, any general person with family who just wants to know how to take photographs, or is it for somebody who wants to be professional?
No, not at all, because the classes that Dave McCain gives at digitalbeginners.ie, the fun thing is that you sit down at the end and you discuss your photographs and everyone else's photographs, and that's the learning curve.
Yeah.
And I mean, he's given us out pamphlets that with information that we can refer to, but you can buy them online as well. So like, if you don't have the time to go to the beginners class, you could just, get the paperwork, buy it,
start it from there,
and then go to the improvers class.
Barbara, you're just an inspiration. You're just an inspiration to but no, before you even go anywhere, it's not over yet.
It's not over.
You're in the middle of your classes. Barbara's in the middle of her classes. She doesn't know this, but all of our students are going to be back next week when we're going to find out if they have been, Barbara sounds as though she has been, if they've been listening in class and if they've been doing their homework. And next week we're going to put them to the test. And they've until next Thursday to swat up. It'll be good. It'll be fun. We'll see you then.